Good evening,
Never,
afternoon,
I don't
morning.
remember. I don't remember the last day, Rob. The last day or 2 days or whatever it is. I don't remember the last time it felt like. Well, I do actually. I remember the last time we came up, but didn't feel like Saturday, did it?
It was good yesterday. I think I've been waiting all weekend, and then I set off at a gallop yesterday morning in Billy's bar, and sort of regretted it by about 6 o'clock. But anyway, yeah, brilliant match. Lots of people I know were worried. You're a bit nervous about the Stoke game, and I just couldn't really understand it. And I was thinking we are going to coast it, and sometimes I'm right, and for once I was right yesterday.
I think
Well,
it's
not
just
for
the.
once, obviously.
I think it's just the lead experience though, but Robin, we've had it too many times. I remember Wigan twice. I remember Derby before. It's just the experience. It's the Leedsy thing, isn't it? That's what I think everyone was worried about. And I did see something where it was going, I don't understand. I don't understand. This doesn't happen to us because it's
Yeah.
like
Well,
one goal. It was going to be 1-1 immediately, wasn't it? No, no. Go on, talk us through what
yeah.
that was like. Must have been mayhem, I'd imagine.
Well, 5-0 at half time was a bit of a shocker, and it could have been more, obviously. We just played well, just played a normal game, and Stoke just weren't up for it because Stoke have nothing to play for. I mean, they are safe, and this is what I expected. I really did, and it's a pale shadow of the club that they have been in not too long back as well. But I have to say, and I said this to my mates, I said, first goal went in, and I said that's one of the loudest cheers that I remember ever from Elland Road. And I don't know why. And he said, well, it's because it was Pirot who scored. And
Do
I
you
said,
think?
well, I just think yeah, I just think, Christ, it was just almost like a massive eruption of emotion, But I don't know, it took me by surprise. Honestly, it took me by surprise, and it just carried on like that. And yeah, we weren't even the best we've ever played, were
I
we?
know.
And we were up 5-0 at half time, just amazing. And yes, I think everybody was on good party spirits from that, even with the rain.
Was it raining? How could you tell? How could you tell? Who cares? Who cares? I
Yeah,
think. I think certainly. Everything you can see. I don't think. I don't think Pirro could quite believe it himself, could he?
he did well. He did well. He was there in the right place
I
at the
know.
right time. Not particularly difficult goals, but nevertheless, you've got to keep your composure, and he certainly did that. Yeah, I was hoping he'd get six. I was hoping
Six.
he'd break the record. Yeah, I was hoping he'd break the record, which I think um, is Gordon Hodgson. I think Gordon Hodgson got five, but I know Viduka got four, obviously, in a
Alan Clark.
fantastic
Alan
match.
Clark. Four.
In the league,
In the
I mean,
league. Alan
good
Clark.
point.
Burnley. Four.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First season.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You see, I don't claim to be a statistician, so I forgot that. I thought Clark only got four in the cup,
No. No.
which
No.
is I'm not arguing, not arguing. Well
No.
done.
But who cares when he's as good as we are? Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, 5-0. 5-0. Gluttons, aren't we? Gluttons. What were you looking for when we got to 5-0 at half time? Did you think it'd just
Eight.
be really?
Yeah, honestly, I thought, well, whether we relax or not, uh, Farker, I think the least he will do is bring subs on,
Yeah.
and these subs will be wanting to impress, and most of them are attacking subs as well. So I thought, yeah, he'll change it around a little bit, but we'll still get a few more goals. So it's not. I wasn't even disappointed. It was only six in the end, but I was thinking, yeah, we'll get eight here, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, what's his record home league score? Yeah, and I've never seen more than seven in a game,
What a
and
shame.
and brilliantly enough, seven was this season.
That's
So
right,
I didn't go
blimey.
to the Southampton one. I remember missing it. I can't remember why, but I didn't go to that one. But
I
I think I
watched it
went
on
to
Match of
the
the Day.
woo, woo, super fan.
I was only 11. Come on, Robert. You were about six, weren't you?
I was what was it, 73?
72. 72.
So, of course it was 72. Yeah, I was seven.
7. 7-0. 7.
Yeah,
And,
60 now.
are you
I
60,
was
Rob?
thinking 60 nil yesterday, yeah,
60.
obviously.
Yeah, I tell you. The other player I thought was really good. Go on, you tell me who you think it was. They said he was man of the match.
Did they? I haven't really listened to or
All right,
seen it much after match
okay. Tell me what you thought
word.
of Bogle.
Bogle's great. Got a lot of time for Bogle.
He
Was
was,
he the man of match?
yeah. Well, there was a lot of people.
Uh,
They said, you know, you don't normally get a 4 goal man not being man of the match. Bogle, I thought was outstanding. It was just that well upstanding. It was
That's
like that one goal when he just went through it, just threw it.
yeah.
Weren't they?
Yeah,
Shit.
he's a different player to Ayling, of course, but I did love Ayling
Yeah,
because he just seemed to raise his game, regularly, and some of the things he did was outstanding. But he had an outstanding set of
yeah,
teammates
yeah,
around him as
yeah.
well. Bogle, we're not up to that standard yet. I'm not saying we can't, but so yeah, Bogle's almost a law to himself, I think, and he's a brilliant attacking
Yeah.
fullback. And let's hope it continues, and his form improves as the league itself standards improve.
Okay. Do you remember at the start of the season when we signed him? What was your view about? Because he played for Derby, didn't he? Back in 2019 in that
All right.
playoffs. What did you think of him
Ah,
when we signed him?
I didn't know a lot about him. I've always said this, if I don't know about a player, I
Yeah.
won't comment. It's like everybody says, when we got Bielsa, what a fantastic appointment. And I'm thinking, you didn't have a clue who
I
Bielsa
know,
was.
I know. They
And
weren't they
anyway,
just?
so I didn't really know about Bogle. I did read about the Derby thing as well. But what I did take notice of was the reaction from Sheffield United
Yeah,
manager,
yeah.
who wasn't happy at all. So that's great,
Because
isn't it?
well, they're
So
not happy.
I thought we've got a pretty decent player here, and I thought he started all right as well, not brilliantly, but he didn't start
He
as badly
got
as some people have blamed.
well, he got a fair amount of stick for some defensive lapses, but when you've got Furpo, I mean, we don't really expect great defenders, do we? We don't really
No,
need great defenders because
that's
they're
it.
more akin to wingers, aren't they? They happen to be going a bit
That's it.
deep.
Wing backs, yeah, wing backs, yeah,
But
yeah,
he's just such an effervescent, what a great word, effervescent
beautiful,
character. He is. He's
yeah.
wonderful.
There's a lot of that in the team though now in the squad. And I think we didn't really have that last season. And that's no disrespect or criticism of anybody last season. I think it has certainly improved this season.
Yeah.
Team spirit's there. And also, Wales didn't get knocked out in a penalty shootout as well.
Baron Cross in the Athletic was likening it back to last season. He was saying that the fans didn't really warm to this team at the start of the season. I don't believe that. I thought they were well up for it all the way through because I think this is a far more popular, likable, etc. set of players. I think there was just some egos. I got the impression, although they were great players, but there was just some egos going on last season.
Well, we've had to, I suppose, tolerate people, players who allegedly didn't want to play for us. Aronson,
Yeah,
Nonto, and even Firpo was a little bit controversial at times, I think. So I think there's certainly some truth in what Barron says. Also, I think quite a lot of people were unimpressed, I'd say, with Farker because we lost in the playoff final last season. And I think that unimpressed state of mind has continued. There are
yeah,
still people, who don't seem to like to give him credit. I'm not one of those. I give credit where it's due, and that includes him and all the players, everyone who was featured this season, including the goalkeepers. I mean, Melier gets a lot of stick, and he's still being blamed for losing
yeah,
certain points. But the thing is, well, he was there when we were
yeah.
winning matches and keeping clean sheets as well. So I don't know. You just take the rough with the smooth, and don't get too excited. I don't get too positive or too
Yeah,
negative
yeah.
about it.
Well, it's
But the
interesting.
players think, yeah,
It's
I
interesting,
agree with
isn't it?
Barron.
Because you get on Wacko a fair amount, and it's in there. They're always going, can't we just see it out? Can't we just have a boring blah blah blah? And then as soon as we get that, why? Where's the excitement gone? I just find it bizarre. This thing about I want to win comfortably, but I want the excitement. What more would you want? 6-0, 6-0, 6-0.
Well, there has been a lot of criticism, and a lot of it's been about how it's boring to watch. I for one do not agree with that at Elland Road. But away
Yeah,
matches,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
they cut the cloth accordingly almost, so they do change tactics. And yeah, there have been a couple of matches, not that many for me, but that's just my opinion. But there have been certainly two or three where, yeah, we look like we've been going for the draw or safety first
Yeah, yeah,
tactics
yeah.
more importantly, which I don't disagree with, but I think yeah, what people have been frustrated with is the fact that we've got so much attacking
Yeah,
flair
yeah, yeah.
talent in that squad that they want to see it used more. But who's been proven right?
I
Farker,
know. Well,
hasn't he?
you can't
Isn't he? Yeah.
disagree. You can't disagree, can you? I mean, it's just better than Bielsa, isn't it, in terms of the points return and all the other stats in it. And it might be not as good good a division, but who cares? You can only beat what's up against you. But I suppose let's go back to the day, Rob. So, what time were you drunk?
About 12 o'clock, I think.
What
Yeah.
on Saturday?
Midday. Oh, no, yesterday.
Okay,
Did you
so
say yesterday?
no, I'm
It was
going back.
Monday yesterday, wasn't it?
I
Oh,
can't
sorry.
remember. I can't remember. Go back to the match day. No, it was Monday. What am I talking about? I don't even know what planet I'm on. So
No idea, mate.
so Bank Holiday Monday, the day we were playing Stoke, right? What time
Yeah,
were you drunk on Bank Holiday Monday, the day we were playing Stoke?
probably about 12 o'clock.
We didn't kick off till 3. Were you drunk going into it?
Yeah, I was, I'm afraid.
Robert. So
I
go on.
had people to see, business to do,
Business
words
to
to talk.
so it got to 5 o'clock, right?
Oh,
Just tell me, did you stay there? Were you staying there all the way
no,
through to the party? What
no, I
did you
didn't
do?
stay there. No, because I arranged to meet my oldest mates in town,
Yeah,
thinking that it'd be busy everywhere. And I didn't want to couldn't be bothered with the clamour in the Peacock or around it.
yeah.
So we met in the Grove, and there's hardly anybody in.
Was there?
That's amazing.
Bit
Yeah.
of an was it a good atmosphere?
Well, it was good when we got there. There was a band on actually, a
Was there?
covers band on in the afternoon, which I didn't realise, and they were fine as well. A bit of heavy rock, I suppose, and we sort of watched the Burnley Sheffield United game on one of the lads' phones.
On the
We don't even have a
was
telly.
it not on the telly?
No, they don't have a telly. Don't have a telly in there. It's a proper pub, mate.
Well, proper pub, no telly.
Proper pub.
But you kept up with it, did you?
Oh yeah, yeah. But I just wanted a draw.
I know you did. Were
But I
you?
knew.
Go on.
I just knew that Sheffield United weren't going to win. You could tell as well.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
why.
yeah.
It's just
Because it was that thing, I suppose. Because I was, we had that discussion last week about would you want them to win and make it more like for the championship. But you wanted them to not win, but I really wanted them to equalise there. But I hate it when you start supporting a team you don't want, and I don't think they deserved it because did you? You hadn't seen it, will you? That guy they got up front that they paid, what was it, 10 million for, 15 million
Cannon.
for? Yeah, I think he's absolutely crap. Really good goal, fair enough, but he goes, confidence, he's off. First goal he scored for them. I don't rate him at all. The only thing I remember of him playing for Stoke, he trod on Ampadu, and I've not liked him ever since then. I just don't think he's that great. I don't think they've bought really well at all. They might have numbers, they might have names, but I don't think they've really had the benefit of those going through. Some of the big names they got, but certainly later on, you could see that guy Chowdhury. Really, he got into Chris Wilder afterwards. He was like confronting the Burnley players, and you can understand it. You can understand being really disappointed. Bad losers, absolutely bad losers. You can get it, but did you get any of that from where you were, or did you not care?
didn't really care. I didn't take much notice. Just knew the result, scoreline as it was going on. So no, don't be bothered, mate. Too busy talking. And, I know we were sort of just relieved, but I had a bad hangover already.
Do you think?
Honestly,
I
my
can't
head was
believe that.
pounding. Like 6 o'clock it was. I just spoilt my night.
What?
Serves me right, but spoilt my night.
Did you see some of the scenes up there? I couldn't believe the crowd that was there. I can, but it was like
There was no,
heads for miles.
yeah, there were no scenes in town.
Was
Very disappointing. None at all, honestly. So I got bus home at 9. But yeah, I've seen since. Obviously, the pitch is fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope everyone's safe and all that because I've heard a few
yeah.
slight complaints about crush, and also about one lad knocking himself out or
That's
something.
right. He did. What I think happened, I saw a little bit of it. He did a sliding on the floor because they were in the pub and obviously doing it. He landed on this other guy and laid him flat out.
Yeah,
And he got up. He goes, "I'm all right, thanks." Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see him get up, so that's good.
no. The bloke that landed him, the other one just spark out.
The victim, is he still there?
It might still well be, yeah. I think it's Chris Wilder, actually. So, how are they going to pick themselves up? Who cares? So, where we are now, Rob, level, goal difference, an even bigger boost. 2 wins, champions. What do you reckon now? Because they're obviously going to get... I heard Dan James was wandering about pissed yesterday after the game, and he said, Farkas said he's going to be having a few drinks, but talking about them getting back up for it and all that type of stuff. What do you reckon is going to happen? It's Monday, isn't it? We're playing Bristol City.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah, thanks, Sky.
Yeah, Sky. We don't care, do we? We don't care now.
Be nice, because we're in Premier League next year, so we're going to have to be really nice to them because obviously they rule football, and you can't cross them.
Yeah, well, you can.
Bastards.
You can.
Bastards.
You can.
Cut this bit. Bastards, Sky, you fucking bastards. Cut that bit, please.
No. I'll emphasise that. We'll just have a do bastards, Sky, jive bunny. Right. Anyway.
Bastards, Sky bastards, jive bunny, bastards, Sky bastards, jive bunny.
So, how do you think it's going to go, Bristol City? Because they're are they already in the playoffs? I know they're really well placed, but what do you reckon on?
They all had a mare. Dave, all the playoff contenders except for Millwall had a bleeding mare yesterday. They all lost.
How do you know? You had a mare.
In the midst of my memory, I remember seeing something that Millwall were back in it, and guess who Millwall have got last game?
Sheffield.
No, Burnley.
Oh,
so that could be interesting.
It could be,
I'm pretty sure I'm right with that. Yeah. Well, Bristol City is still in it.
Yeah.
God knows how. So it's going to be. What is it going to be, Dave? It's going to be a difficult match.
Do you reckon it's going to be difficult? I think. Did you by any chance talk about Stoke being a difficult match? Do you think?
Don't think so. No.
You're not. No. You were a bit incoherent when I asked you. I think.
No, you were on about Oxford game.
Oh yeah, Oxford.
Yeah.
Rob, do you know I was at the Oxford game? Did I tell you I was at the Oxford game?
Jeez.
I did. I was at the Oxford game. Anyway, set us up nicely, didn't it? I think we actually won on Friday. Not this Monday stuff. It was Friday we won, as I told you we would. Anyway, so Bristol City, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we'll be that motivated to win the title? I mean, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yes.
Go on.
I do.
Tell me about that.
I do. I think they're motivated. They've also got other things to aim for as well. Best sort of records. So let's try and break the records, certain records, home wins or whatever, and home goals scored. But yeah, I think it adds to your stature as a club and as an individual that you won the championship, league title in other words. So I'm hoping that they are well up for it. So they should be. It's our last home game as well.
Yeah.
On Sky, so billions of people will be watching it.
On Sky?
Yeah, apparently so, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Sky. Bastards.
Yeah, thanks, Sky.
And,
Bastards.
big... And it is an important game, simply because it's our last home game.
Yeah.
And then the last game is Plymouth away. Now, I like Plymouth. I actually got a soft spot for them. I do. I think they're a good club, etc. I remember, must have been earlier this century, but we played them at Elland Road, and they came up, and there must have been about 100 of them, all in green surgical gowns and masks. I thought it was fantastic. Anyway, but I think they're a decent club, and I hope they stay up. But the thing is,
well, I can't see it. I think they're down, aren't they? They're down, aren't they? Almost. Not there yet, but
it's very tight. It's very tight down there and all. Great. Tighter than a gnat's chuff.
No, disgraceful. And
don't even know what it means.
No, I know. Right. Was there any temptation for you? And do you think there are many? Well, there will be obviously a number of these fans going down. But was there any temptation for you to go down? You don't go to away games, though, do you, Rob?
Like I get a chance.
I know. I went to Oxford, you know. Did I say I went?
Shit the bed.
Shit the bed. No, I didn't.
Yeah. Well, how would you tell anyway? I I was possible. There's a possible chance that I could be going
Really?
on a dry coach, and
A dry
I think,
coach.
yeah, and I thought, sod that. It's about 15 hours.
It's
15
a
hours
fair way,
dry.
isn't it? Bloody
Oh
hell.
my God. So no, I don't think I'll be going. It's no. I'm sorry. I'm a non-fan. I'm like
No,
part
no,
timer.
that's not where I was going. But I mean, you imagine that coach coming back being completely dry, can't you? If we've won there, can you imagine that coach? I say, that's the Bisto. It's wonderful, this coach. I can't see that them surviving on the way back.
I sound like a right old gimmer now, but I just thought people behave themselves and enjoy themselves and don't piss people off,
Yeah,
or get us a worse reputation because it's just unnecessary in it. And love Leeds fans to bits. The loyalty we show is amazing. Long may that continue. We don't have to trash places to impress the rest of the football, do we?